Hi, my name is Shelley and I'm an online English teacher. I've been teaching English for more than 18 years and 8 of those years I lived in beautiful Milano, Italy. I loved it there. It was very beautiful and currently now I'm living in Calgary, Alberta, which is also very beautiful but a lot different than being in Milan. The weather is very different, the city is very different, but Italy has my heart. What can I say? So today I wanted to create a little bit different video about me, my background, where I'm from. And I also asked a lot of my students to ask me some questions, and they gave me some really good questions, which I will do. And ask myself, which is a little weird, but I'm going to. So recently, I just wanted to let you know that I love teaching. I have a passion for teaching. It's just a dream job. I find it very, very enjoyable. And I also created this YouTube channel, and I hope you all like it. And I hope I get to help everyone speak English, because this is really what I want to do. And also, I wanted to put a plug in. I just recently wrote a book, and it's called Natural English Conversation Topics. And I wish that all of my students will enjoy it, and we can all learn something together. So let's go on, and then I'll ask all myself the questions that you asked me. So I have them all written down here, and we'll go through them one by one. And the first question is, how did you get used to working different time zones? Because most of my students are in Italy, and I currently live in Calgary, Alberta. The time zone from Italy to Canada is 8 hours in the difference. And it was a little bit difficult in the beginning to get used to teaching different time zones, but I get up very early in the morning and I rather enjoy it, because early in the morning for me, it's very quiet here. You are able to teach and listen very well, and yes, you get used to it, and I like it, no problem. The next question is, what are you good at? I hope I'm good at teaching, but I also am good at baking. I like to bake sweets, bread, nice yummy things, which I don't do anymore, but I'm also good at baking. So the next question is, what are you bad at? This is very good. Math. I don't like math. I'm very bad at math. Yes, sinfully bad at math. Shamefully bad at math. So what is the most important thing in your life? God. God is the most important thing in my life. And yes, I think he's the one. He's the top boss. Number 3, somebody asked me, who are the most important people in your life? Okay, my number 1 is my husband. He's the number 1. He's the most important person in my life. My family and my cat Lilia. I have a Maine Coon cat, and she is 9 years old, and I love her, and she's also very important. But the most important are all of you. I love you all. You're all very important to me. So, how much sleep do you get? Yes, I get this question a lot, actually. I get it a lot because I know you live in Milan and I live so far from you, and the hours are very, very different from here to there. But I get this question a lot. So, how much sleep do you get? I get about 5 hours, 6 hours, sometimes 7 if I go to bed really early. And it's okay. I get by with these many hours. And also sometimes in the afternoon, I will take a nap. I like my naps. So, yeah, it's very easy. You get used to working the different hours. But this is a very common question I get asked. And then another one you asked was, what relaxes you? I like watching a movie with my husband, and we spend, a Saturday night sitting on the sofa watching a movie together with the cat all curled up with us. Yeah, that relaxes me and I really love it. And another one is, what type of worker are you? I hope I'm a good worker, a hard worker. Yes, I think I'm a good worker. Number 7 is, how do you want others to see you? I like to be seen as me. I like to be seen like who I am. I don't want to hide anything. And so what you see now and what you see off camera, if you were in my house, it would be the same. I'm the same. Just the same. I just want others to see me like me. And what makes you sick? Yeah, this is funny because makes me, sad. What makes you sad? Sick children make me sad. That's it. Sick children. And also, animal abuse, somebody not taking care of their pets like they should. This really makes me sad. And another one is, what makes you happy? I love to see my students improving in their English when they start in the very beginning as a beginner, and then as they progress on in their language, and then they can hold an English conversation with me, makes me very happy and makes me very proud. And what type of person do you want to be? To be honest, I just want to be myself. Just myself, who I am, dependable, hardworking. Just to be myself. That's all. What things do you value in life? I value my family. Family first is most important in my life. That's it. Family first, and my students, and my cat, and my husband. Well, I guess I have a lot of things going first. Okay, and the next question is, somebody asks, what motivates you to work hard? Yes, I'm very motivated and very proud when I see that my students are working hard in their language and studying English, and they ask a lot of questions and they try really hard to speak in a new language, and I'm very proud of them. So this together motivates me to work harder and to help my students speak English. It's the best. And the next question I'm asked, what is your favorite thing about your career? Yeah, all of you. You're all my favorite thing about my career. I love you all. And the next is, what is the biggest complaint about your job? I don't really have a lot of complaints about my job because I'm really very happy with what I do. But I would say the hours can be a positive thing and a negative thing, but for me, they work well for me. I like the hours and you get used to it, but I don't really have any complaints about my job. When you're the boss of your own job, you have no complaints. And the next one is, what makes you laugh the most? Yes, like I said before, I have a cat, Lilia, and she is very particular cat, and she is very funny. So some things that she does are very, very funny. And I love her. I love her. She's very funny. Number 16 I have here is another question, is, what did you want to be when you grew up? When I was younger and I was still in school, growing up, I wanted to be a nurse. I wanted to be a nurse or a paramedic or Yes, an EMT or something to do with the medical field because I was very, very interested in helping other people to feel better, to be healthier. And I wanted to really be a nurse or a paramedic. But in the end, I became an English teacher, and I really enjoy it because I still feel like I'm helping other people. And in this way, yes, I'm very proud of what I do and my job. And the next one is, if you could choose to do anything for the day, what would it be? Well, for the day, I don't know for the day, but for a longer period other than the day, I would choose to go to visit Italy again. It would take more than a day to go there. But I would love to visit my students again and to visit Milan again and maybe tour a little more of Italy than I did when I was first there. But yeah, visit Italy. It's more than a day. And the next one is, what is your favorite game or sport to watch? I have a favorite game to watch or sport. It's the Italian football. Okay, I love the Italian football. My favorite team is Inter. I can't deny they are the best, and I love them. But before I moved to Italy, I never really had a favorite sport to watch until I became interested in the Italian football. My friends that I had, my colleagues that I had, all were very interested in the Italian football, and they, of course, encouraged me, and now I became a serious football fan. And the next one is, have you ever had a nickname? And what is it? Yes, this is a long story, but when I was younger, my uncle, my great uncle, he lived right across from my father's parents' house, and we used to go and visit my grandmother, and he owned a store across the street. So every time we visited my grandmother, we would run over to his store, get some treats, and every time I would go there, he would call me Charlie. Well, I didn't really like the nickname Charlie because it sounded like it was a boy's name. And I'd always argue with him, my name is Shelley, it's not Charlie. But in the end, it's a very nice nickname. I like it now, and yeah, it's very nice. So this is how the nickname Charlie came about, and some people call me Charlie. So that's how it started. And the next one is, do you like or dislike surprises? Yes, I like surprises. Yes, very much. Do you have a surprise for me? Yes. And the next one is, would you rather win the lottery or work at the perfect job, and why? I already have the perfect job, and I would rather work at the perfect job, really. This is mine. It's perfect for me, what I do. And to have a lot of money or like win the lottery, it's not that important. It does help you. Money helps you, of course, with everything, but no, it's not number one. My job is, and I love what I do. So I would choose my job first. And if money was no object, what would you do all day? Yeah, the same. I would teach all day. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do anything different. And the next one is, if you could go back in time, what year would you travel to and why? Yes, I answered this during one lesson that I had one time. And I said to the student, if I could go back in time, I would go back to 2018 or 2019, sometime before the pandemic arrived and we were all like quarantined in our houses. And yeah, I would go back there and hope that the pandemic would never start or exist. Yes, change the whole world. And another question was, what is the best gift you've been given or you have ever been given? The best gift that I have ever been given is the love of my husband. He is the best. He is perfect, and I love him completely. And yes, and I'm very, very blessed to have him and to have him love me. So he's the best gift I've been given. And the next one is, aside from necessities, what one thing would you not go a day without? Coffee. Coffee, of course. Especially Italian espresso. It's the best. It's the best. And the next one is, what's your favorite holiday? Okay. Some of you already know this. You've been my students for many, many years. But other ones, some other students I have are very new. And of course, my favorite holiday is Christmas. It's my all-time favorite holiday. I love it. Somebody beeping. But I love it so much. It is my all-time favorite holiday. And the next one is, what's the most daring thing you have ever done? Daring thing I've ever done? I think the most daring thing I've ever done was my husband and I went to British Columbia one time. It's the province next to us. And it was when I went on a suspension bridge in British Columbia called Capilano. It's a very high suspension bridge over a very big ravine, and it was a bit scary, but I did it once in my lifetime. Yes, I had to, but it was also very scary. Yes, but I did it. And the next question is, what's your favorite family tradition? My favorite family tradition when I was younger was, during our Christmas holidays, we would get up very early on Christmas morning. We would all open up our gifts on Christmas morning and play with them and have lots of fun and eat lots of treats. And then my parents would take me to visit my grandparents. And we would have Christmas dinner with my grandparents and all of the family. So all of my brothers and my sister, all of my aunts and uncles, and all of their children, all of the cousins. We would all show up at my grandmother's house. It was a tiny house, but full of people, full of food, and full of love. And that is my favorite family tradition, but also my favorite family Christmas memory. So we did this every year, and that was my favorite. And the next one is, how old were you when you learned Santa wasn't real? Santa's not real? Really? I don't know. I still believe in Santa. And the next one is, what's the craziest thing you've ever done in the name of love? Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. My parents probably thought this was the craziest thing that I've ever done. Although they probably think I'm pretty crazy anyway. But anyway, it would be when I went to Egypt to meet my husband. My husband is Egyptian, and I went there when I was younger, and it was the first time that I ever took an international trip out of my country. So I went to visit him in Egypt, and my parents probably think that was the craziest thing I've ever done. Yeah. And the next one is, who knows you best? Yes, my husband knows me best, and my mom and my husband. And that's all the questions that I have for today. So I hope that I answered all of your questions very well, and you got to learn a little bit about me. And if you have any more questions, maybe I can make another video similar to this one. You can put the ones that you didn't ask in the comment section below on this video, and I can make another video doing this. This was kind of fun. So I hope you liked this one, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and also please subscribe to my channel because it really helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate it from all of you. So that's all I have for today. I wish you all a very, very good afternoon, and I will see you in another lesson, actually. So, ciao, ciao, my friends. Mwah. Bye.